When was the last time you actually listened to Days of Future Past all the way through?
October the 14th, 1967.
I guess you're going to be doing it again soon, because when you're going to be performing the whole album,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you're going to think, oh God, how are we going to do this?
When this tour's over, when the cruise is over, it'll be the thinking caps back on, and I shall be listening to the album non-stop, because what's wonderful about everyone who loves Moody Blues music, if you get something slightly wrong, they will call you up or they'll tweet you or say, what happened to that snare drum that went bing? And you say, 40 minutes of music, there's one thing missing. Thank you. So,
At least it shows they listen.
Yes, because it's. But so I'm really. When we made the album, we thought it was exactly right at the time, and I remember sitting just like this with everyone like here. We had the speakers up in the studio, not in the control room, and we invited all our friends, girlfriends, and people to come and just listen to the record. And we turned all the lights out in the studio. I don't think anyone had ever done that before. We turned all the lights off and just played the record. And it was an amazing feeling, amazing feeling.
It's incredible to think, though, in 1967, all the albums, and there's a lot of special albums came out in 1967, and Days of Future Past always ends up in the lists. One of the best albums of 1967. That's got to please you, because the Moody Blues, as we know, recorded so many great albums from that time onwards into the sort of late 80s, early 90s. But the fact that something is celebrating the 50th anniversary, I think there's only two other albums that I know this year that are celebrating the 50th. They're doing a big thing. The Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle is one. They're doing something in the UK. There's a documentary on Sgt. Pepper, and you guys are doing the Days of Future Past. It's great company to be in.
I'm really pleased, revisiting it and sharing with everyone again.
So, of course, I'm presuming the gigs are going to include more than just Days of Future Past, because in those days, albums were only about half an hour long, weren't they? So I guess you'll be doing maybe one or two other songs as well.
Yeah, well, we're going to be doing Days of Future Past on stage this year. And we'll be coming across the USA and across Canada, and I hope we're going to be in the UK. We're trying to work out that now. And some of the shows we're doing in Los Angeles. We're doing the Hollywood Bowl, I think, with the LA Symphony. So that should be fun.
They're not a bad band.
No, that'll be okay. And then I think for the rest of the tour, we'll be doing like a simulation of with an orchestra. So, that's what we're planning at the moment. So hopefully it's going to be. It's all down to you people, to say, yeah, you got it right, or what about that click on the drum?
I presume, but from my point of view, you are going to do some gigs in the UK with it as well.
Yeah, we want to do some.
Okay.
We're working hard to find. We want to do in England, in the UK, wherever it will be. We want to do it with an orchestra, at least one venue. So it's looking for the right venue at the moment. We've had offers to say play the London Palladium, but the orchestra's in the pit. But the most important thing for everyone, I think, the orchestra's got to be on stage with us, because we want to interact with the orchestra. It's really important.
I can think of two gigs where that is very possible and very likely. Birmingham Symphony Hall. There's no way they're not going to do that. And the Royal Albert Hall, which you have actually played before.
Yeah, well, we're trying to negotiate the two places right now. We are.
Good. Well, I'm glad I thought of it.
Yeah, we'll give you the credit, John. No, but yeah, the Albert Hall and Birmingham Symphony Hall. We've got to go back to Birmingham, because that's where we started.
If you don't, you will never be allowed. And it's a lovely hall, that as well, the Symphony Hall. I did that with Yes last year, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It really is.
We played there when it first opened, and it's just a beautifully Italian designed. It's really, you know, a fabulous place. So let's see.
Okay, well let's come back to the solo career. You just recorded or made a DVD, I believe. You just filmed a DVD. When are we likely to see that?
Yeah, but, just going back to Birmingham again. When I did the English tour, I said the very last concert I want to do is at Birmingham Town Hall, because Birmingham Town Hall was the home of a lot of Birmingham bands. You know, Wizard, ELO, everyone, and. They used to have a thing called the All-Nighters on a Saturday, which was 24 hours of non-stop music. And there's band after band after band. And I thought, I really want to go back there because of that, and because of something else very important to me, is that my musical hero, and a lot of British musicians, their hero is Buddy Holly. And I managed to see Buddy Holly at Birmingham Town Hall. So it was wonderful. I made a little quote, you know, look it up. I was on the balcony looking down at Buddy Holly, and when I was on stage, I was looking back up at the balcony thinking, that's really weird, because I was up there looking at Buddy Holly, and now I'm looking at me, and I was like a 12-year-old little kid, I would think. Yes.
I think you saw Buddy on the same tour that Paul McCartney saw him. Paul saw him at the Liverpool Philharmonic.
Yeah.
So that would have been the same tour. But it's funny because not long after that, of course, Buddy was killed. So
yeah.
You must have some incredible memories of that gig.
So anyway, I recorded the concert at Birmingham Town Hall. We've just finished mixing all the sound, and dare I say it, I'm not going to say it, but my guy said the sound sounds fantastic. So,
right.
And that we just finished this week doing all the video. So that's all finished as well, and hopefully by the late spring it should be released, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, we've got a live album, a live DVD, we've got the Days of Future Past, and of course we've got the Moody Blues Cruise. Now,